right now we are looking at trending TikTok things which we love, and I think this particular meal has dominated a few people's timelines, and with good reason. We love having Gabs in our studio, especially when she comes with the goods like this. We are going to be whipping up some creamy ramen noodles, okay? I love ramen. I love these noodles. Yes. Well, I like the flavor profiles that come with it, but I've never had it creamy. And of course, we are using our lactose-free full cream milk from CLOVER. We love the no-lac because it just provides an option if you are lactose intolerant. It is absolute liquid gold. It really is. Okay, so we've got some very strong flavors here, which we need when whipping together an Asian-inspired dish like this. There are certain flavor notes you've got to hit, right?
Yes, absolutely. You know, you've got your chili, your soy sauce, your ginger, your garlic, that's what you want, you know, when you're starting with this. So basically what I've got over here is a pot that we have preheated with some oil in it. And I'm going to very gently, because I know it's going to spit at me because it's very hot.
We'll call it the angry pot noodles.
Yeah.
I love it. There probably is a dish called the angry pot noodle somewhere in the world right now.
Somewhere.
For this very reason.
Somewhere. So we're going to fry this off. I'm going to add our tomato paste. I'm actually going to remove this from the heat just a little bit.
Just a touch of heat.
I don't want to burn everything.
We've got a lot of heat, but I get the fact that you kind of want the oil to be infused with the flavor.
You want the oil. I just also want to arrive alive.
Yeah.
Well,
this is called food theatre, okay? We like a little element of danger. Do you want me to? I'll be your human shield.
Fine. I'm fine. I'm used to burning myself in the kitchen. I'm going to add our soy sauce. We know that chefs have asbestos hands, okay? No, I don't feel anything. You know that I don't have fingerprints anymore. When I do my driver's license, like, you don't have a fingerprint. I'm like, I've just burnt my hands so many times.
Oh, my word. And I'm sure that's par for the course for just about every chef and cook out there.
Yes. So pretty much now, but we're smelling things now. Smelling good.
Oh, and it's strong and funky.
It's strong and delicious. So I'm going to actually put this now back on the heat, and then I'm going to add 2 cups of our no-lac lactose-free milk.
And this really is a go-to if you want to kind of creamy things up, if that makes any sense at all. Sometimes you do want that without it being overdone.
Yes,
and if you go in there with a full cream, it's often too much. This is beautiful, it's light, and of course, it doesn't have the lactose. Full cream, fresh milk, lactose-free. I love that. It gives you all that dairy goodness, the beautiful flavor profile, things like the calcium, the vitamin C, plus it's easy to digest, so you can free yourself from lactose-intolerant side effects that can be hectic. We're talking nausea, bloating. It can be tough out there, so I love this. This is a beautiful alternative.
So pretty much now what we do is we are going to wait for this to come to a light boil. Okay. And then I'm actually just going to add the noodles to the pan. It still needs to like heaten up a little bit, but just for the sake of time, I'm just gonna show you. Just gonna pop it in there.
I love
break
it.
Are you some of that? Is it like sacrilege to break too?
I don't mind. Look, my kids through their various journeys have like stages of life have had to. I would go the whole thing.
Whole thing. Okay.
Yeah. I once saw a guy do it where you managed to actually keep them in that shape while they were cooked.
That's amazing.
Which was amazing to me. So, but I've never been able to emulate that, so I'm not even going to try. But I like a long noodle because you want slurpiness with ramen, right?
Slurpiness.
Isn't that part of the deal?
That is part of the deal.
I'm sure it's a measure of how good a ramen is.
This is something you eat by yourself at home.
With a towel.
Everywhere. Napkin tucked in.
I had to do that with a curry last night, literally with like a sweat towel over my shoulder, just sit in partial darkness and enjoy my curry.
And darkness. You want to elaborate?
No one can see me just dripping.
You have to go to your therapist. I sat in darkness eating a curry by myself.
I'm sure it's a way of processing, okay? But I love the fact that with ramen you can get stuck in. It's an experience as much as, and then every bite has a slightly different flavor profile, which is awesome.
So what I would usually do, just by the way, is I would actually just put a lid on the pot. Just to kind of, because the thing is, as you know, these noodles, they cook so quickly, and the thing is now they're going to soak up all the liquid, which is great. So you're not going to get too much broth afterwards. You got more like a noodle than a broth,
well,
you know. So it basically just makes this like
creaminess. Yeah. And as is the vibe with ramen, it's nice to kind of wrap it up with a little egg on top.
As you can see here, we've got our ready-made, and what we're going to do, because obviously this still needs to cook for a little bit longer. But obviously what you're going to do is you can top it off. We've got a little bit of parmesan here. If you don't like, obviously, the lactose side of things, then you can also get like a goat's cheese, which is very low in lactose. Side note. Spring onion,
More funkiness, yeah.
Exactly. Or you just get like a proper lactose-free cheese, you know?
It's missing for me, a little bit of heat. I would love
chili,
some
I
bird's eye
threw all
chili.
of this in there. Should have kept some. Next time. Put some little fresh chili.
Just a little something, a little bite. I love that. Let me see if I can grab me a little fork here. Oh, there we go.
Or chopsticks.
Chopsticks is my vibe when it comes to my ramen. Okay. So what must I expect here? What is going to be...
So you're going to taste almost like this creaminess, but then you've also got the heat of the ginger and heat of the chili and the garlic. So it's like quite an interesting flavor. And then you've got the spring onion, which also just, you know, gives it the very
nice, but it's
exotic vibe.
Because there's lots of strong flavors, but it lands quite softly. And then
but it's because of the milk, the lactose-free milk, it kind of just also numbs it a little bit.
Tempers the storm,
yes,
so
absolutely.
to speak. Yeah, oh, that is delicious. Breakfast is served. Quick, love it. A great way to transform some unassuming little noodles into an absolute symphony of flavor. I love the funkiness of this. A bit more heat would go well, but I think for anyone who's sitting with just some loose noodles at home, you can take it to the next level. Absolutely beautiful. And if you want the full recipe, you know where to go. Head over to expressoshow.com. You can find a host of culinary inspiration right there. Oh, that's good. Sure we.
Say goodbye to nausea and cramps and say hello to delicious freedom with Nolax range of lactose-free milk and yogurt. Be free with lactose-free.